Hello, I'm Robin Bilazarian, and I am here to talk about Communication and Conflict 101. I want to talk about active listening today, and this comes from the book, Tapping the Mighty Mind, Simple Solutions for Stress, Conflict, and Pain. Active listening should be taught to everyone. It should be taught in the high schools. It should be taught in colleges. It should maybe even be taught in middle school. All active listening is listening instead of telling people how to fix things. Um, I'm Robin Bilazarian. I'm a licensed clinical social worker practicing forever, currently in New Jersey, and I've also have worked in many employee assistance programs, working to teach people not only how to feel better about things, but also how to develop skills. I want to talk about active listening because I think it is the primary skill that everybody should have. It actually comes from a gentleman whose name is Carl Rogers. It was even called Rogerian counseling, and it was also called client-centered counseling, taught to all of us. And I think every counseling technique should be taught to everyone, because all it is just good communication. So have you ever been verbally attacked when you just were offering advice and you don't even get it? Well, maybe the person didn't want advice. Maybe the person just wanted you to sit with them, hear them, and listen to them. See, what happens in communication, these two people are talking, and the hope is that this person is listening. But oftentimes we're not listening, we're preparing for our rebuttal. Active listening is listening in the entirety to the other person. It's saying, I am there for you in your entirety. Active listening is a way to demonstrate caring and empathy. And you know, it's interesting. They say you can't teach empathy. I think you can. I think active listening is empathy. It also will calm the other person. It includes listening while nodding your head, saying, I got you. It's asking clarifying questions. What else happened? Or how did you feel about that? And also, you summarize what the person said. Summarize, paraphrase, don't plagiarize their words. You really want to use your own words. Because see, if you use my exact words, so if I say, oh, what a terrible day I had at work today, and you say, oh, you had a terrible day at work today, I feel like you're mocking me. I feel like you're making fun of me. But when you say, oh, work was a mess for you, yes, that is active listening, and it's summarizing. So you want to say things like, oh, that stinks and how annoying, instead of offering how to fix it. You also want to say, oh, how upsetting that your boss asked you to do that, instead of brainstorming on how to fix it. And you also, if you have to work late, you want to say to someone, oh, so you missed me when I was working late, and we do need the overtime pay, instead of going on to a long discussion about why you had to do that. Again, the emphasis, don't try to fix it. Listen, 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 listen. Nod your head, understand, ask those questions back. You know, what else happened? How do you feel about that? And again, summarize what they said. So if you were to summarize what I just said, you would say, oh, so you think active listening should be taught everywhere because it's such a good technique. And I would say, yes, you got me, and you understand. There is a second part of active listening, and it is active listening 102, if you will. And active listening means first you summarize them, and then you can add your own piece in. So you would say, wow, that's really a tough situation that you had at work. And, not but, and I wonder if we could try to brainstorm some ways out of it. Okay, you got me, and now you want to help? Or I get that you really have to move all that furniture and it sounds like it's exhausting, and I wish I could help you, but I've got a bad back, or I don't have the time. Maybe I could even know someone who's a mover. Okay, you got me, you got it. Okay, now lastly, active listening, not lastly, but you do ask questions. How was it? Who was involved? What happened? When will you know the outcome? Show your interest in them, not you. And lastly, I just want to show you how to use active listening to graciously say no, because there's a lot of things we have to say that we have to say graciously no. So if someone may say to you, oh man, you're here, I really need you to finish this project with me. And you would get, first you active listening them. Wow, sounds like this project really needs to be done and needs to be done in a hurry. And, not but, and I am really sorry, but I'm trying to finish my own project, and I'm under the deadline too. Another example. Wow, I know you really need help in getting all that stuff organized. And I'd really like to help you, but I don't have the time to do it either. Okay. The reason you don't use but is a put down. It's sort of saying, I'm giving you lip service, and as a connector. And you can use as many ands as you want to. Okay. So this is Active Listening 101. I hope that this was helpful to you. And if you do want to try to find, and if you do have any interest in trying to find me, you can find me at robineft.net. And again, this comes from the book, Tapping the Mighty Mind, which is an Amazon bestseller, and that's simple solutions for stress, conflict, and physical pain. And don't we need help with all of those?